Shohei Ohtani, freak of nature and rule changer. The superhuman capabilities of Shohei Ohtani changed the game of baseball and changed its rules. Ohtani is such a freakishly transcendent superstar that he has a rule named after him. We'll explore that and some insanely astounding statistics that will drop your jaw and leave you dumbfounded. We'll show you a home run hit so wickedly strong that it broke through a stadium's roof, as well as reveal some secrets about his personal life you never knew. You will want to stay to the end of this video to see the greatness that Hollywood stories are written about. Find out why this premier versatile ambidextrous phenom is not only the second coming of Babe Ruth, but even better. Showtime, as his Japanese fans nicknamed him, is supremely box office in every way. He's the first player ever selected in MLB history as both a pitcher and a hitter. He throws with his right hand and bats as a lefty. He's the first Japanese player to hit for a cycle. He broke records at just 17 years old, pitching a fastball nearly 103. On top of having an incredibly nuclear arm, he also showcased himself as an elite offensive phenom as well. And you might want to sit down for this mind-boggling record. Ohtani is the first player in MLB history to record 45-plus home runs, 25-plus stolen bases, and 100-plus runs scored in one season. That is wacky. We simply have never seen anything like this. We'll start with that legendary season of 2021 in which he won the AL MVP. This dream season is the only MLB season that is compared to the Babe's 1919, New York's own Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth's 1919 season was one of the greatest ever in any sport. He recorded a league-leading 29 home runs while recording 30 strikeouts when he pitched 133.1 innings. In this incredible 2021 run, Ohtani smashed 46 home runs and 156 strikeouts in 130.1 innings pitched. No other player in the history besides Ruth at that time had 10-plus homers and 100-plus strikeouts until the Japanese legend did the unthinkable in that unforgettable season of 2021. By far, it was the best two-way season ever posted in MLB history. The only other comparable two-way season I can think of took place in basketball, where Michael Jordan once put up over 35 points a game and won Defensive Player of the Year in the late 80s. In Ohtani's historic season, he not only crushed 46 home runs, but he displayed ferocious speed on the bases with 26 steals. Jose Canseco remains the only other player to hit 45-plus homers and steal 25-plus, yet Jose was on the juice. The 100-plus runs batted in was the first for any American leaguer with 45-plus homers and 25-plus stolen bases. Imagine he did all of this while posting up a 3.08 ERA and the league's most devastating pitch. His arsenal is diverse, yet his splitter is the killer. That pitch renders batters useless at a rate of .087, a weighted on-base percentage of 113 and a whiff rate of 48.5. That's the lowest in Major League Baseball. Of all his pitches, Ohtani's murderous splitter leads to the highest rate of swings and misses against the opposition. If you think these stats are absurd, wait until you see what's next. Stay tuned for some more miraculous baseball feats to come by the legendary two-way superstar. Another eye-popping signature Ohtani accolade, Shohei Ohtani is the first MLB player with both an 8 RBI game and a 13 strikeout game in a career. Imagine that! Oh, and let me add, he did that in a 2-night span recently in June 2022. How many more milestones can this 28-year-old conjure up in his career? Enough for the league to change the rules for him. Yes, the MLB made a rule change for Shohei because baseball needs him in the game as much as possible. Ohtani, a marketing lover's dream, brings so much attention to the sport, the MLB wanted to make it easier for teams to keep him in the game. So they came up with a rule that if the starting pitcher is in the lineup as a hitter, he can remain in the game as a DH once they're removed. This means that the coach can pull the pitcher after 6 innings of play, and the team can still keep him as a batter in the lineup. Imagine being such a top-tier superstar they name a rule after you. Yes, the rule was named the Ohtani Rule. If you think this is high-impact stuff, make sure to stay for the conclusion of this video to see Ohtani's mind-blowingly net positive effect on fan attendance and how important he really is to baseball. During his university days, he idolized Ichiro Suzuki and wanted to be like him. With massive success and a ton more records, he went on to excel in the Japanese league that he chose to play in, instead of playing in the big leagues of America. He would even win MVP 2016 and go on to be a 5-time All-Star out east. Did you know Ohtani played another position other than pitcher in Japan? Tell us what position it was in the comments if you're a true Shohei Ohtani fan. Right before he entered Major League Baseball, he visited his idol Ichiro at his home and received sound advice. Ohtani said, "He gave me some technical advice, but he also said, 'You should believe your talents, what you've done, and your potential.' Those words became the start for me to change." Ichiro gave his blessings to the budding star before he was about to enter the big leagues across the sea. A monumental moment for the young buck. Ohtani was drafted by the Angels in 2018. He played his first American pro ball and immediately had an impact. He was a great asset to the Angels and a standout in that rookie class. But things didn't roll so smoothly as the season progressed. He was diagnosed with UCL problems in his elbow and needed Tommy John surgery. He won Rookie of the Year that season anyway, despite not playing the duration of the year. He posted a .285 batting average and .361 on-base percentage. He finished the season with a 1.16 WHIP and a 3.31 ERA. His .564 slugging percentage ranked 7th overall among MLB players with at least 350 plate appearances. Weighed down by injuries and surgery, his true start to the majors was in the aforementioned 2021 season. Other than the problems with his elbow, Shohei faced another issue. And that was speaking the American language of English. He goes everywhere with an interpreter who translates everything for him. Mizuhara is always translating Japanese to English and the other way around. For Ohtani's media appearances and teammate interactions, one of the biggest media kings, Stephen A. Smith, caught a lot of heat for bashing Ohtani's neglect to speak English in interviews because he thought it was bad for baseball. The host for ESPN soon retracted his comments as insensitive and apologized. Ohtani has been taking the league by storm. Besides the subplot of Aaron Judge's home run record chase, Shohei Ohtani's bid for best player in the league each year is always center stage. He does it on the mound and with the bat. Let's take a look at more impressive stats and accolades of Ohtani worth mentioning. At the time of this video, his career ERA is 3.04 with a WHIP of 1.11. He broke the New York Yankees star Hideki Matsui's record of most home runs by a Japanese player. He was the first Japanese player to bat in the Home Run Derby and the first All-Star to bat and pitch. He became the first Angels player to hit a home run in both the first and second home run game of his career. He was the first player in MLB history to be put at second base in the designated man-on-base rule installed in 2020. He won the Silver Slugger Award in 2021, second fastest Angels rookie to 20 home runs. Ohtani was the second Angel of all time to hit 3 homers in 3 days. Please go to the comments and let us know who the other Angel is. One staggering view of Ohtani's effect on baseball is when we look at fan attendance at the games he starts at pitcher. When taking the mound at home, Ohtani brings in about 1,500 more fans per game that week on average. Against opposing teams, he brings about 1,000 more road fans. One incredible example of this was the start against the Florida Marlins on July 6th, where he doubled their average attendance on one game from over 9,000 to almost 19,000 fans. This season alone, so far he's responsible for bringing over 20,000 more fans to the park. Shohei Ohtani has been called the Japanese Babe Ruth, and it's easy to see why. Ohtani is a true two-way player, equally adept at pitching and hitting. Ohtani's unique skill set has already had a tremendous impact on baseball. There's no telling how far this once-in-a-generation talent will ultimately go, but there's no doubt that he's changing the game of baseball in a big way.